By the way, welcome to the Television Championship Series, everybody.
As we're just going
about a 7-minute intro, but we're going to be playing the game of television. We're themed out this week.
Look at Jay Wright.
Look at him.
Jay Wright's like a kid there.
Look at that. Is that a goal for Sporting Ball?
Holy shit. Yeah, it is.
Is that
Sorry,
a goal
man.
for
I'm going to cut you off, but
No, this is why we play the fucking game, dude.
Oh, so
Sporting, putting a seat, and that's what we do, everybody. We watch TV, we make fun of it, and then we deem what is a goal. We turn TV into a sport.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing ever. Pedro.
Oh, God, he's young. I'm glad I'm not that way.
True story.
I wasn't that way back then.
Pick to live in a house.
And have their lives too.
Rachel, Republican.
Well, yeah, she's married to Sean Duffy.
When people
They met on a Real World reunion.
and start getting real.
See, that's the one.
Puck.
Well, he grew his hair out over the show.
I don't recall mullet Puck.
Pedro dying special.
I Pedro to somebody that didn't know him. I would.
Yeah. It was a big deal. I remember this was like,
I would tell
this
him
brought
how
AIDS. And
funny he
you got to
is
understand,
and
dude, and I've said
how
it before on
passionate he is
stage.
about
AIDS
telling
was,
the truth.
it was a wet blanket, dude. AIDS was a wet blanket. Because again, when I think of my childhood and everyone in their boomer age of the 70s, everyone was getting laid. You know, at least that was my perception. And then the AIDS thing happened. And yes, it affected gay people, obviously terribly, but it affected human sexuality. It had a total wet blanket on human sexuality. No doubt about it. People became much more.
That's so great.
Much more tense, I think, about it. Not everyone. I mean, you know,
You're like, I
got
love
laid.
You were like, I know it hurt gay people the most, but I also didn't get laid from it.
No. I'm not saying that.
Well, I'm sure there was just a general fear all around.
Exactly.
Like the abstinence was always around, but now it's just like you'll die. You won't go to heaven, you whore.
Oh God.
But back then it was like not only that, but you'll fucking die.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Ma'am, what I'd like to review with you is your lab tests.
Uh-oh.
Your CD4, your total helpers T cells are 32 right now.
Which is
So that's a drop for you.
yeah.
Man, this was back too when you can be like, checked, is that a smudge? Because these were physically written records where you're just like,
absolutely.
are you sure that's a T? Maybe that's an uppercase I.
Yeah,
where they
no,
just
you said
didn't
that
write
32, it's 38.
Maybe is it my I cell count that's...
Exactly.
Dude.
I hadn't had my
Look at
first
that mustache.
true kill.
That's an AIDSy stash right there.
Yeah.
And
Like you say AIDS mustache, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
Thin but thick.
Yeah.
Unhealthy, but it's full.
Yeah.
infections that happen.
You know, it's like the AIDS is taking away everything but the stash.
I know. Medical attention helps and the medications. But yeah, he looks good too, man. It's bizarre. What's he saying?
I mean,
Yeah. This is like the moment of life and death. Zoom in. Get the emotions.
Dave, thank you very much for everything, okay?
That's the look of like, can you guys like leave actually?
I know. yeah. I'm kind of having a moment here, you know, of my existence as a sentient point of awareness in the universe, you know. Right.
Okay.
This is only 3 weeks later. Ooh.
Oh, he didn't make it. He just made it to the end. He got very sick. He had like fucking, you know, how Bruce Willis got that mental condition. He got the ALS of AIDS.
Yeah, exactly.
Went quick, dude.
Yeah, no kidding. I feel
We got any
Mercy
goals
Hospital?
here though? I think a goal for dying while you're on a reality show is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. This is we've given this a lot of time. And that hairstyle. And that what is he, Yarmer Yager? He's playing left wing for the Penguins right now? What's going on?
Going to Dork Wanderers. This is the day Buffy the Vampire Slayer debuted next week in 1997.
So 3 years later.
really did, but you're not seeing the big picture here. I mean, that gym was...
This was so the era still of like, you're playing a 16-year-old, but you're really 26. She might have been closer to the age she was playing, but you definitely didn't. Now you would have like an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, look at those adults. It looks like college.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I think she's she's probably like 26 here. You're right, 25.
That was always because these shows aired in like the mid to almost late 90s, a big turning point in all of these shows. Dawson's Creek. This is when the characters went from that bowl haircut, and then like the next season they all have like fades. They all just like cut their hair.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that for you when you would watch a show and you're like, oh, no more mullets? When do you think that was? Was that like 94, 95 for you?
Good question. Let me think about that. In the late 70s, when I think of like Dukes of Hazzard, the hair parted down the middle was a look for like a stud guy, like in 78, 79, maybe even into 80. But when you got into the early mid 80s, it was more like Don Johnson and his hairstyle, maybe having some spike to it, you know.
And he ends up being like her Zordon, like he gets her on all the missions.
Yeah, Zordon.
The librarian.
I'm British. Yes,
Yeah, see,
I know what you have.
it's
here.
vampire with a Y, so you know it's old. Is that good? Does that vampire with a Y slam get a fucking?
Well, I
that's a
think the
goal.
noise it made when he put the book down was like, duh, like audience, this is important. Duh, we're introducing a character. Duh, you know. Hey, yeah.
Ooh, that guy had their fucking old girl from American Pie.
Nice to meet you guys.
Is that Klein? Chris Klein? No.
He's famous of the time, but it's not Chris Klein. Let's look at the.
Oh, please.
Oh yeah.
I don't mean.
I remember that guy. God, he had
tell you that
those
you won't
T-shirts. Deepest shade of soul, like the Charlie Brown one. Do 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 do.